do a whole bunch of them.
Okay, hang in there because I'm going to keep wearing it until it's officially gone. So if you're on board, you're going to get that tanzanite necklace, but now we're going to talk about micro opal in earrings from $129 to $109, $21.98 on your charge card. These are stunning, and this is precious.
It's not only that, okay, like these, okay, these, when I got these, this isn't, they're some of the highest grade micro opal earrings that you've ever seen from us. And we actually put this together. We had one of our artists, and we said, okay, go through and take all the top greens and the high blues that you can find. And we just want to do, we're going to do a limited edition and as many as we can get. Look at the color on this. I mean, this is like crazy, crazy color.
And
look at the fire. And that's how the fire on this, the opalescence on these, but there's not a lot of these, okay? But this is the top grade of that material that I have left.
And I'm going to grab that bangle that we had earlier too and just show you, you know, if you want the matching bangle, we've got $100 off that matching bangle. But Jay, these are exquisite.
Aren't they? They're wonderful. And you know, the whole thing on this is just the color of this and the greens. You got the real high greens and high blues. And so it just really literally glow in the dark on that. But look, you know, we went through, we had our artists. There's only 12 of our artists that can do this micro opal inlay as the lapidarists I have. They're all women. The best one that we have is the one that we asked her if she would go and she would select the highest grade materials we have and just make something that really pops. These were actually made to be standalone earrings, but they'll go back to any of the precious opal designs that we've had. But these are really, really special. They're very little of the material is this grade of material.
Okay,
especially
and
the high
that necklace
greens.
that Kate is wearing, we're going to give you the lowest